Hello, so welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll discuss about the OOPS concept of Java. So before starting with the OOPS, we'll discuss about the access modifier and the constructor. So in last topic, we have discussed about the arrays. So today we'll start with the OOPS concept. So first we'll create a new Java class under the same package. So whenever we have created a package as Java concept, under that we are creating a class Java class. So whenever we are creating a Java class, by default Java gives the package name before the class. So it means this class belongs to this package only. And we have also discussed in last lecture that in Java has inbuilt package, like in array we were using java.util package, java.lang we are using. So these are the inbuilt package that under that package there are multiple classes are there, and we can use that class, we can import that package, and we can use the method that has been included in the class under that package. So similarly, this is the package we have created and this is the class we have created. So we can also use this class in next like in other, from other package or other class, and by importing this one, importing this package. So this is the we generally keep the related classes in one package, and it's package generally have collection of classes and the interfaces. So interfaces we'll discuss in like in OOPS concept in a future lecture. So as of now we'll understand that this package in Java which contains related classes, and we have inbuilt package also, and we can use the method and variable that has been mentioned in the class by importing the package of that class. So we'll start with the access modifier first. So now we are quite familiar with this public keyword, whatever we are using here, like public int a. It means these are access modifier, meaning that is used to set the access level for this class, attribute, and method. So whenever we are using this keyword, it means we are setting up the access level for this variable, for this class, or for this method or constructor. So we have generally four type of access modifier: public, private, protected, and default. So we'll check one by one. We'll discuss all the access modifier. So as of now we'll start with the class. This class I have given a public keyword. So it means this public keyword, this class belongs to a public access modifier. This means, which means that it can be used in other classes by importing. If we are using within this package, then we can use it. Otherwise, if we using in other package, in the like in other package like programming under different class, so we have to import that package, we can use it. So this is the public class. It can be accessed anywhere in same package, in different class, in other package in different class, in sub package. We can use this class anywhere, or method or variable. Whenever we are define access modifier as public, it can be accessed in any other classes. But if we give something as private, so here we have mentioned as private integer, private integer second. So we have declared three instance variable and we have used the keyword private. So it means that this instance variable are private, which means they can be only be accessed from inside this time class only. We cannot use this outside this time class. Means we cannot use from different class. We cannot use this variable outside other package or inside any different classes of the same package. We have to use this private inside these classes only. Yes, we have option to use these classes from other package or other classes of same package, that we'll discuss. But as of now we understand that if we declared any variable as private, it means that we cannot access it directly. We cannot access it because this is private and this scope of this private variable is inside the class only. We can use from inside the class. We can access this variable inside the class only. So which means they can only be accessed from inside the time class, and if we try to read or write from different other classes, like from other package or other classes of the same package, so it will give a compile time error. So if we mark our method, we can similarly this variable we can apply this access modifier to method also. So if we mark this our method as private or variable as private, then we cannot access either of them outside the package. They cannot be accessed outside the package as well or outside the same class. It has to be accessed inside the same class. So we have created a package class under this Java concept. It is automatically come whenever the class is created, means this class belongs to this package only. So let's try to see with example. So let's say this class is there. I have created a method. Let's say this is public method. So this method is public and this class is also public. So the class name is array traversal. I have created a same class. I have created a class inside the same package called time. So what I'll do, I'm creating what we are doing. We know we are creating an object of same class. So the moment I'll give obj dot, I'm getting the name of the class search. If you see the what is the name of this method was search, and we have to pass the variable in integer array. So we are able to access this method that we have given here in another class. So we have as an argument we have passed this array, and we'll try to run this. So 2. So in this method we were checking like where uh, the 3 is present in the array, and it should give the index of that. So when I run that program, it giving 2 means 0 1 2. So 3 is in the 2 index, so it is we are able to use it successfully. Let's try to make change as private. So now I'm not able to I'm getting an error message. Is giving the method search from type traverse not visible, because it's not able to see, because I have made this method as private. It can be accessed. If I run from here, it should give me 0 because 3 is present in the 0 index. So I'm able to run this value successfully in that class, but I'm not able to find it the moment I declare that variable as private, because it can be accessed within that class only. So that is one thing. And here, if you have noticed, like I'll change it to Modifier-Public. I'll save this. Error message is gone. So this we have created the object in the same class inside that same package. So let's suppose we have we are opening a class in a different package. Let's see, we create a new class in different package, test 4. So we have created new package, and so the moment I created the object of that class array traverser, which is the class in different package java.concept, it imported the package java concept dot array dot traversal. Java concept the package dot array dot traversal is the class of that. So I'll give obj dot see. I'm able to see search, because this search is available in the other uh, package also, because I have declared that as public. So I'll give, and I'll change the 3 to in the second last. Let's see what value it's giving. So give 3 0 1 2 3. So this is how the private public works. So if we declare it as public, then we can access it from anywhere. We can declare the variable, method, constructor, anything as public, so that we can access it from anywhere, from different package, from different class, anywhere. And the moment we declare it as private, we can use it inside the same class only. We cannot use it outside the class, outside another package, outside another package, class that belongs to the other package, or class that belongs to the same package. We cannot use it. So that is for private. So I'll make this as private. Let's see how it is behaving. I'll save it. I'll come here. So when I came here, I am able to, so I'm not getting any error message for creating an object. So we can import it. We will have the access to class because class is public. But The method is not. The method is private. So if you want to access, we have to write it as public. Then only we can access it. Otherwise, we cannot access it. But as class is public, so we are not getting any error for the class. We can import it successfully, and we can create the object for that class. So what does a public access modifier do? It means that we can access it from everywhere. It is accessible to every class, every package class, subclass, anywhere. So whenever we have created a method till now throughout this like whole lecture, we have always given as public, and we wrote the method. So this, but we can declare that method as private also, as default also. So we'll see. So the default access modifier can be accessed anywhere in the same package. Means if I declare the method as or variable mm, as default, means we if we don't write any of this like, so if we don't write any of this thing, it means it's a default or default access modifier. And like method, we have declared a method and we write void and system, name of the method is system. That means default access modifier. The default access modifier can be accessed anywhere in the same package. So we can used in anywhere in the same package that belongs to Java concept, but we cannot use it outside of package, mm, mm, outside of Java concept package. So if we do not mention any access modifier, like we do not mention private, public, or protected, so our Java class automatically think it's a default access modifier. So if it is default, this means you can access this method anywhere in our package. So but if you go out of this package, then you cannot access this method. Even if you have to import, like even if you import the package dot class name into a new package, like in different package, will not be able to access this method. We'll have to if we have not specified as public. So on making the variable or method as public, we have to access it across all packages. This means it basically everywhere. So we'll see same traversal. Will not write this one. So we have created in Java 4 that this traversal is belongs to Java concept package, Java concept, and we have created a package which is programming, this second package. So when we are giving that created the obj.object, we are not getting the option because this is the default package, and default package can be accessed within the same package anywhere. We can access its default, but we cannot access outside of the package. So this is how mm, that default package access modifier works. So on making the method or variable public, it means it can be it can be accessed anywhere. Default means in the same package. Private means within the same class. Now the difference between the default and protected, we learn see first protected. So protected means the code is this variable and this method is accessible in the same package and subclass. So the subclass concept will learn when in the future lecture. So the main difference between the default and the protected is that default we can access within the class within the same package of the class, and even default means like if we create that variable as or like method as default, if we have given access modifier as default, means we have not mentioned anything, then it is a default and it can be accessed anywhere in the same package. Even protected can access in all the classes in the same package, except it has the additional feature. This additional feature says that if you want to access it in other package, only the subclasses that inherits that property of the parent class can access it. So we'll learn this inheritance in OOPS concept in future lecture. So when we inherit the child class inherit the property of the parent class, so they can access that the protected method, and that is the only difference between the default and protected. So now we'll come in the constructor thing. So we have learned all the four access modifier, the default one and the protected, public and private. So now we know all the difference that private is only within the class, protected within all class in the same package and in the subclasses if it is inherited, and default within the same uh, package, public from everywhere. So now we'll start with the constructor. So the constructor is one of the most important concept in Java programming. So before we see an example, let's understand what constructor is. So like instance variable are declared at the beginning of the class. So these are the instance variable we have declared inside the class, and outside the method we have to declare the instance variable. So whenever an object is created, constructor executes a block of the code. So constructor is like a method. It's not method, but it's like we have to declare it as public. So we can see that we are giving the access modifier in constructor as well. So constructor, then the name, the main syntax of the constructor is like same as method, except that it will not have any return type, that we are not giving any return type like public void or string integer. We are not giving the return type, we are not writing the uh, return statement as well, and the name of the constructor is always be same as class. So my class is time, so my constructor should always be time. So this is the constructor, how we can create a constructor. So constructor has no return value, and this constructor does not take an argument. Like method, we can also pass an argument to the constructor. So we can. So here in the constructor, it does not take any argument, and each line we have initialized the instance variable to 0, hour, minute, and second. So the name this keyword that refers to an object we are creating. So we can use this like this keyword the same way as you use the name of any other object. For example, if we read and write the instance variable of this, we can pass this an argument to the other method. So, but if we do not declare this, we can't make an assignment to it. So when we are making this, means we are assigning the initializing the instance variable to 0. So it belongs to that instance variable. So if we create an object for that class, create an object this class time, then automatically this will be initialized. This set of line which we have written inside the this block of code in the constructor, this this will be called. So that's the main aim of the constructor. So it means whenever we create an object of this time, so the variable value will be assigned to 0, because by default when the object is created, this constructor will be called automatically. So let's create an object for that. We know how to create an object. It's time C. So we have not explicitly assigning this value. We have assigned this value in the constructor. We have created the class. We have created the object. I should not have made this as static. I'll write time dot hour. So we have created the object, and when the object is created, this will be called automatically, this constructor. So when it will call, the value of this hour will become 0, minute 0, second 0. And if we create an object and try to access the variable of that private variable, we run this program and we'll see. So we are getting 0. I'll change it to 12 and as we'll see. Now when it should give 12. So 12. So the moment, so we write this every time. We don't have to give the constructor. Constructor by default, constructor is always there. Whenever we create an object, it's called default constructor. So whenever create a constructor without this parameter, without passing any parameter, and we write in block of code, whenever the object, we try to create an object and access the variable or method, that constructor execute the block of code. And in this block of code, it using this keyword, it's assigning a initializing the instance variable. So we are getting the value of this time dot hour as 12. So when you invoke this new, Java creates the object and call the constructor to initialize this instance variable. So when the constructor is done, new return a reference to a new object. So like same way, like method overloading, we can do a constructor overloading also. Constructor overloading means like it will overloading, we know the concept, right? That mm, which means we can have multiple constructor with different parameter, but the and the name will be same. And Java knows when we'll declare multiple constructor, so Java will know which constructor to invoke by matching with the argument we provide in the parameter of the constructor. So this is the like without parameter. So this is the parameter constructor. So this is a overload constructor overload. We have same name time, and we have different parameter. Here we don't have any parameter. Here we have we are passing a parameter in 10 in minute and in second. So now we'll not give the value over here. So how Java will understand which constructor we are calling by the value in the parameter will pass. If we don't pass anything, it will understand that we are calling this one. So we'll try. So we have passed the parameter 4 and we have default constructor, like in default means this constructor without parameter, and parameter we have passed as an integer 4. So it knows that I'm calling this second constructor, which are parameterized, if we call it parameterized constructor. So this is how it knows like which constructor is called. So we can overload, we can static method, we can normal method, we can overload main method, we can also overload uh, constructor. So this is how the constructor works. So all this constructor does is copy the value from the parameter to the instance variable. And in this example, the name and the type of the parameters are same as this instance variable. So as a result, the parameters, so like hide the instance variable. So this keyword, this is necessary to tell them apart. So in this today's lecture, like we have understand the access modifier of uh, public, protected, default, and private. Like when we have to give the access modifier if we want our class not to be used by some other, then with access modifier we have to use. If we want our variable not to be accessed by any other package, then what variable access modifier we have to use. So this is how we declared our we use the access modifier keyword. And we have learned about constructor. When the constructor is called automatically when the object is created, we can create a constructor and we can give write a piece of the code. So what will happen whenever we create an object of that class, automatically that piece of code that has written in the constructor, it will call automatically. And we have learned that we have parameterized constructor also, so we can pass the variable at the time of creating the object if the value is not known earlier. And we have also learned the constructor overloading, like the method overloading. We have constructor overloading also. So that's all for today. In next topic we'll start with the ops concept. So thank you.